Welcome to Heiko's Watches. Here in front of you, you can see a Amazon purchased watch tool, which is a bezel remover. And a lot of those Chinese-made tools pop up all over the place, eBay, Amazon, AliExpress, and they don't get very good reviews. I'm currently working on a friend's 1986-87 Rolex Submariner. It's a 16800 model. And we need to remove the inner bezel. So there is the outer rotating bezel, and then there is another steel ring that kind of holds the crystal in place and also makes the watch more waterproof because there's another gasket between the case and that steel ring. And one of those bezel removal tools is the perfect tool. Rolex makes their own version. Bergeon probably has one. Horotech probably has one, but you spend thousands of dollars just on a tool. This one here, made in China, sold on Amazon for about $30. And most people, I think they're using this wrong. They are trying to remove the outer rotating bezel on a watch. And they put it in with a case down and the bezel up, and then those round-shaped knives on the side, they kind of dig into the case and you damage the case, and doesn't work really well. Here in this case, on the 16800 Rolex inner bezel, those sharp round discs, they are digging right in between the inner bezel, as it is called, or the rehaut, and the case. And by tightening the knob on the right side, it slowly lifts this ring off the case. And of course, I'm checking here a couple times because I'm pretty nervous. It's a really expensive watch that I'm working on. It's my first time working on a Rolex. As you can see, a Ziploc bag has to stand in for protection. So you put a little piece of plastic in between the metal tool and the case to avoid any kind of scratching. And then I just tighten up the knob on the side gently, and eventually the inner bezel, that ring, you can actually see that there is a gasket still. No, I think the gasket is actually on the case. It gets stuck on the case. Yeah, it removes the crystal, the broken one, and that inner bezel straight from the case with absolutely no problems. Here you see me take the old gasket off. That will, of course, be replaced. Also the crystal, as it is falling apart even more. Yeah, this $30 tool absolutely works for this job. If that is the job that you are trying to do, take an inner bezel off of a case, and you have to have a really sharp-edged tool that slides in between the case and the inner bezel and not damage the parts in the process. It pushes in 4 locations at the same time. Did a perfect job. Nothing got bent. It used very little force to actually get this ring off of the case. And now I'm getting my old GNS. It's a crystal press to install crystals, but of course it can also be used to take the crystal, the broken one, together with a, it's kind of a, not sure nylon is the right word or the right material. It's a white gasket that kind of clips onto the crystal and then slides over a lip on the case, and then the outer, this little steel ring, the inner bezel as it is called, gets then pushed over top of that white nylon or whatever material is gasket. And then, like I said, the ring itself also has a groove for another O-ring that then together with a crystal gasket makes sure that this watch is waterproof to a certain depth and whatnot. Yeah, so I'm just trying to find the correct dies here, making sure that I don't bend anything, I don't push on things that I don't want to push on. So I have one die that's the same size or similar size as the steel ring itself. And now I'm just finding one that is pretty much the outside diameter of the crystal itself. And then the broken crystal will push out pretty easily. And you kind of have to push it into the correct direction. So you would install this crystal by putting this nylon gasket on the crystal and then placing it on top of the case, and then the ring would be pushed on top of the crystal and that nylon gasket from the top. So I'm going to be pushing the crystal pretty much the correct direction. So I will push it out to the front of it, so to speak. So now I'm just going to lay that in there. It's really simple. It's really easy. It comes out and it's already broken, so we can't break it anymore. But surprisingly, the little crystal gasket holds it all together. A couple chunks have fallen out. Yeah, the poor watch fell right on its face on a tile floor. Crystal was broken. There was glass on the dial. The dial has taken some damage. The hands are a little kitty wampus. But we're going to try to make it a functional, usable watch again without spending crazy Rolex money. We have looked around for just a replacement dial. If you buy something used, a used dial for a 16800 Rolex Submariner is about $800-900, and those dials are not necessarily prettier than the one we have. The hands also $1,000 for a set of hands. It's crazy. So I just wanted to show you guys and review this little tool. The tool, like I said, on Amazon, I will put a link down below. If you ever run into that problem, I can wholeheartedly recommend that little tool. Worked out perfectly on a Rolex, didn't scratch anything, didn't bend anything, and it worked just as the Rolex tool would have worked, or the Bergeon tool. Alrighty guys, that's it. Short video. I know I haven't posted a video in a long while, but a few of you guys stuck around. Heiko is still around on Heiko's watches. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye.